It's like you're getting out and straight.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. There's a test of it.
So when the war was over, it was a perfect time for a whole group of young actors to get started in movies.
Could be quite interesting to see it.
It's pretty progressive for a Native American to play the part, not being referred to as an Indian.
What are you doing here? Shooting a movie called Insignificance. They're only shooting the outside of this building. Move back. All right. Back, you beast.
Diana! Michael! Diana, come off the grating. Standing, looking at... Clear here, please. No, keep acting, Richard.
Said London, said New York, said Marilyn Monroe, and Joe McCarthy. Said Nicholas Roeg. That was enough for me. I said, I'm on my way. Play ball.
Oh, Gary's terrific.
You know, to have Nick Roeg as the director is a major coup, and to have him choose me for the spot was a great compliment, so I'm very happy doing the movie.
She's the most definitely well-known, and so therefore, when you have someone like that, you don't have to go into a lot of background on someone, do you? So...
Well, I could imagine that Einstein, even as Einstein really was, I don't know anything about him sexually, but I imagine that just like anybody else, he could be tempted, and he sure could be tempted by an idea if the idea came about in the right way, because he was an imaginative person. I imagine if he were confronted in a situation like that, sure he might.
We're going to do a little scene together. We're going to jump on legs and skirt.
I kind of recognize that the fact that she was a sex symbol like that wouldn't have made her any more of a sexual person. I know that that's not the thing that really counts. On the other hand, still, the abstraction of it would have been an interesting factor for me, sure.
But I had never heard of Insignificance, but I sure liked the way it was written. Yeah. The screenplay was lovely. The way it jumped around, it was like absurd theater again. What is easy to do is to take these people out of their time in their lives and put them together, because they weren't together. Don't treat this like some freshman's debate over civil liberties. Some guys have done it, and for that day they come out great.
We'll just stay right behind the police car.
You can't say that McCarthy was the arch villain, because he wasn't. He was being backed by somebody, you know? And it's those people that were the frightening element in America. Oh, by the way, I understand that you refuse to have anybody make copies of your life's work. Why is that?
They have to be sort of based on these people, because otherwise then you have to go away and make this whole history and, you know, have this whole, you know, half-hour thing trying to explain who these people are. Everybody knows them immediately.
You know, McCarthy never interviewed Einstein, and Einstein never met Marilyn.
Okay, very good. Let's shoot it.
I have problems with the logic of what's going on there. And I convinced myself pretty much that these aren't real problems, because this is hardly a serious sequential story.
So it's that interesting combination that makes the material work so nicely.
Yeah.
Who are those people holding Joe up?
Hello.
Got people from all over the world here making movies. 50s. McCarthyism, didn't know nothing about it. Tornadoes scared the shit out of me, because I grew up in Oklahoma and Texas.
that's one of the things Nick felt quite strongly about, was that he wanted to sort of make women feel a little bit nostalgic in a way or sort of a remembrance of things that one can't do now. Whether that's good or bad, that's left up to someone else.
Do one with the hot spots and also one pale blue, some blue.
You know that is
Full blue.
what, 4 blue? Full.
And if he was going to have a photograph taken of Theresa, he made it Hockney because it made it something much more interesting.
Really broke.
But it was a photograph that was just broken up into segments. It's kind of fragmental.
Good timing on that.
The combination of the characters is, to a considerable extent, a comedic one. So therefore, it's not like you're really trying to be that character. You're trying to be like some comedic versions. So,
you know, you've got to have an understanding about what these people are like. And if you hang around producers enough, you know, you get a research. If you hang around actors enough, directors enough. So, you know, I have enough research so that I can play a part like that, be a person like that quite convincingly, you know, without having to, without having to, masquerade too much.
The varied characters in the movie is what I like to see, you know, not just 1, 2, or 3. There was many of them, all kinds of, doing different things, their own stuff, so it was interesting to watch. I'm anxious to see it.
I came by this morning. Your friend said you'd moved on. Gone without a warning. Oh, it leaves her needing me. When your heart runs out of time, when you're up against the night, I can help you stand alone in the dying of the light. When your heart runs out of time, I will never let you go. I can help you dream again in a world you want to know.
What do you say here?
Come on, man.
Anyway, the energy, you know, in fact, today's my birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
I worry about getting old and decrepit. I'm always been very conscious of being very physically fit, very strong, very sexually capable, able to do and enjoy doing all things young people do, and up to now I've been able to keep up doing everything like that. And on the other hand, I'm aware of objective reality of age, so in a way I must be very immature because I just don't grow up that way.
Just like a single right.
One gentleman that goes behind Mr. Busey here. The others come and press in here.
We will see how serious Michael was that time.
What's in the toilet with that bag?
You'll be getting glass and stuff coming through that window towards you. That's why it's got to be camera high. It's,
Yeah, it must be coming.
so you'll get it going every which way, Nick.
Yes, but basically I didn't want to hide anyone. I want to see them walk.
Yeah.
Okay. Doors open! Japanese! Faster, talking to you.
I think you better get down to the theater.
Now to put yourself in a place of purposelessness, insignificance, to hit the center of the target each time. Just be.
Yeah.
What's in that? Is that from John DeLorean?
8:15. The bomb goes off.
Oh, well, it's a fantastic part. I mean, to do all kinds of things, and also being at comedy, I've never done that, and I really like the challenge of that. So, and also that I love what it says. You know, I feel very strongly about that.
What it does, it makes us see the people looking at them. You know, you've got to be in the timing with them.
This material is quite elusive, and it's only in the playing, it's only in the doing, that you see how many different levels there are, how many different, plateaus there are of picture making. And it wasn't until we started making a movie that I realized what I think will be a very important movie.
Action.
I've never had a paper in my life, least of all in my integrity. And I still feel to be an actor in films, and to be a consummate performer, one must be able to approach any project, any type of role, with that kind of intensity.
Action.
That's some advice. You're gonna have to figure it out what it is that you want.
There's only 3 things, folks, you need to do if you want to make it in Hollywood. And that's learn how to make your own salad, learn how to fall in slow motion, and learn how to cry. If you can do those 3 things, you can make it in showbiz.
Okay, that's good. Just here, handheld.
Believe me, doing a comedy or doing a drama is the same thing. But that's all it is. A joke is you're as close to a joke as you are to a drama.
With a big ball of fire. Big ball of fire. Action!
This is a sort of horror.
I'm mostly aware of it in an intellectual sense, in an abstract sense, and being interested in how other people think about it.
It's sort of a big chance for me to take, I feel.
Being fascinated, for example, when I talk to teenagers who believe the chances are very small that they're going to live out their lives.
I had no idea what the bomb was, or what the manifestations of it were.
Of course, this affects me, but as far as an immediate emotional response, I just have a kind of an attitude of it's beyond my control, and therefore I just don't have an immediate reaction to it.
That definitely is one of the factors about it which made me feel, well, you know, if there is another way of kind of expressing that to people, then definitely I want to do it.
Oh shit, it's a bomb. It's a bomb. Oh shit. It's a bomb. It's a bomb. Oh shit. Cut.